Good, Mike? Mike, check, 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 check. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check, 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 check. Okay, that one's good. Mike, check. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check, 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 check. Mike, check, 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 check. Test 1, 2. How long is that?
You can be seated. This is file 24-21841-FC, People versus Dale Warner. We are on the record during jury deliberations. It is my understanding at this point that one of the jurors this morning had a medical issue and is not able to be here at the moment. We have discussed this with counsel for both sides, and it's my understanding that the agreement on moving forward is that we have called back the 3 of the 4 alternates who were excused yesterday. I will ask them whether they have seen any news coverage, social media posts, or had any conversations about the case between the time they went home last night and the time that they returned this morning. Attorneys will then be given an opportunity to ask any follow-up questions they may want to ask. Assuming that there are no issues with respect to that, we will put those 3 names into a drawing and pull 1 drawing to serve as an alternate juror. Is that a fair and accurate assessment of where we stand, Ms. Weiss?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Sharkey?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so we are ready then to bring in each of the alternates individually. So we'll start with juror number 2. Good morning, sir. We, as you know, you were an alternate juror, and we have a need for an alternate juror at this point. And so I just have a couple questions to ask you about any exposure you've had to media coverage or anything like that since the time you left here yesterday afternoon until the time you came back here this morning. During that time, have you seen, read, watched any news coverage about the case?
No, I haven't.
Have you seen, read, or had any social media interaction about the case with anyone at all? Have you had any conversations with anyone about the case? Okay, and what was the substance of that conversation, or those conversations?
About how I felt.
I'm sorry?
About how I felt.
Okay. Ms. Wise, do you have any follow-up questions you would like to ask?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Chartier?
Thank you. So when you spoke to your wife and stepson, when you say that you had a conversation about how you felt, was it about how you felt as being a juror overall, or how you felt about what the verdict should be?
Both.
Okay, and can you tell us approximately how long the conversations were?
15, 20 minutes.
Did they express an opinion to you at all?
Yes, they did.
And did they express, like, had they been watching the trial, reading news coverage, watching things on social media?
Yes, they did.
Great. Anything else that you think might be relevant from those conversations for us?
No.
Great. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'm sorry, Ms. Wise, did you want to follow up on any of that?
No, thank you.
Okay. All right, thank you, sir. You can return back downstairs, and we can bring in juror number 5. All right, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
As you're aware, you were released as an alternate yesterday. We do at this point have a need for an alternate juror, and so I just have a couple of questions that I want to ask you about what has occurred with respect to any media coverage you may have seen or conversations you may have had between the time you were released yesterday and the time you arrived back here this morning. So during that time, have you read, watched any news coverage about the case? Have you had any social media interaction with anyone, read any social media posts, anything like that about the case?
Just got on the YouTube live feed yesterday for deliberation. There was nothing on the video.
Okay, so you watched a video that was
The live
the
feed.
scene of the courtroom while
Yes, right.
people were waiting, is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, while deliberation was going on, but there was nothing on the feed.
Okay. So when you say there's nothing on the feed,
It was blank.
it was just a black
Yeah,
screen?
it was, I can't remember exactly, it was like just, I think it just said had like one little logo or something on there, or just
Okay.
steady state kind of thing.
Was there any sound or,
No.
or conversation or anything?
No.
Okay. Have you had any conversations or discussions with anyone about the case during that time?
Just my wife, she knew that I was released.
Okay, and what was the content of those conversations that you had?
Just a review of the overall case.
Okay. Did you express any opinions about the case to her, or did she express any opinions about the case to you?
Yes.
Okay, and what were those opinions?
Just the fact that, what I felt, my opinion was of the case.
Okay, did she express her opinions to you?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Wise, do you have any questions that you would like to ask?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, thank you. So it sounds like when you went on to view the deliberation on YouTube, there was nothing. It was just kind of that blank screen with just a little, like you said, logo or something.
Yeah.
Were there any comments or anything that you read? So sometimes on YouTube, people can comment on what they
No, I
see.
did not read any comments.
And then the conversation that you had with your wife, do you know roughly about how long, if you total up all those minutes?
We normally have a she lives in Kentucky, I live in Michigan. We kind of jockey time back and forth because of her job, so we, have a normal conversation of about an hour or so, typically anyway, every night. But in terms of the actual content regarding this case, I would say 15, 20 minutes.
And it sounds like, just to be clear, you expressed your opinion. When you say that, do you mean your opinion about what it was like to be a juror, or about what you think the ultimate outcome in the case was, or where you were leaning?
Yes,
Okay, so both, or the latter?
the latter.
Okay, and then it sounds like she expressed an opinion to you about what she thought?
Yes.
Do you know, was she watching the news coverage,
No.
anything like that?
No.
It was,
Just
so,
strictly interaction between she and her.
okay. So you told her your opinion, and then she expressed her opinion from that? Okay, great, thank you so much.
Mr. Alshouse, is there anything about the conversation that you had with your wife, or anything that's happened between the time you left yesterday to the time you got back here today that would cause you not to be able to be fair and impartial about going into the jury room and deliberating in this case?
Absolutely zero.
Okay. Ms. Wise, any other questions you want to ask about that?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Chartier, any other questions you want to ask?
No, thank you.
Okay. Thank you then for your time, sir. You can go back downstairs to the waiting room, and we will take juror 14. Good morning, sir.
Warren?
As you know, you were released as an alternate yesterday, and we have at this point a need for an alternate juror. So I'm going to ask you some questions right now about what exposure to media coverage or conversations you've had between the time you left yesterday and the time you got back here this morning, okay? During that time, did you read any news reports, watch any news reports about the case?
I just seen the news last night, said it was in deliberations.
Okay,
Of course, everybody, I'm sure, is interested.
okay. How long of a news report did you
Just the
watch?
night news.
Okay. Did it discuss anything other than the fact that the case was in deliberations?
No, not that I see.
Have you had any social media interaction of any kind about the case?
No, I
None at all?
don't. No.
Okay. Have you had any conversations with anyone about the case during that time?
My wife and my son.
Okay, and what was the content of those conversations?
They ask questions about, what do you think?
Okay.
On
And,
the trial.
and did you tell them?
Yeah.
Did they express any opinions to you about the case?
No, not really.
Okay. Ms. Wise, do you have any questions you'd like to ask at this point?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, thank you. So do you remember the news station that you watched to learn about the deliberations?
Just Channel 11.
Channel 11,
That's all I get is legal stations in my house.
and it was just about the deliberation, nothing else about the trial?
I didn't see anything else.
Now, the conversations you had with your wife and son, do you know about how long those conversations were?
Very brief.
It-
I mean, I've been asked by my wife, I don't know how many times.
Okay.
I know you're leaning one way or another. I said, I can't talk to you about this. That didn't go over well in the house.
Right, I can
In fact, I
imagine.
was called some names. And I said, when I'm released from jury, then I can talk to you about it.
Okay.
But, I can't right now. I've even heard the same thing at my job. Somebody said, well, how's it going? They said, don't even ask him, he's not gonna talk about it.
Okay.
You know, we were told to do that, that's what I did.
Sure. No, and so then last night you were able to finally say, okay, now I can talk about it. So no more name calling, it sounds like,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Right. And then do you think it was like 15 minutes, 30 minutes? More than that?
My wife's always busy on her TikTok, so I only get about 5 minutes a day
Okay.
with her.
Okay. This is pretty brief.
There's times when I talk to her that I think she's listening, and she really is. And then the next day I'll mention it again, and she goes, you never told me that.
It sounds like my
We've been
house.
married 45 years.
Okay. All right.
So she's learned to tune me out.
Okay.
So
It's the opposite in our
sometimes I think
house.
about just signing her letter.
Okay.
And she get it.
Get that certified letter, and then there she goes.
She had it.
So, when you were finally able to talk to her, you said you told her essentially your opinion about the case. Was it about your experience being a juror, or was it what you think the verdict should be?
Pretty much both.
Okay. And then you said when the judge asked you about did she or your son express an opinion, you said not really. What do you mean by that?
Well, my one son says, "Are you in or out?" And I said, "I'm out." He goes, his only answer to me was, "Well, that sucks."
Mhm.
And that was basically it, you know. And with her, I said, you know, it's an experience that not sure I really want to go through again.
Right.
But first time ever, and that's the way it is.
And so, did she express an opinion about the case?
She's been opinionated all along,
Okay.
but I just kind of go, you know, same way.
Got it.
I have the control to the volume on the
Oh.
TV. So I can turn it up. So I can listen to it.
Great. Anything else about the conversation or anything else about what happened from your release last night to this morning that we should
No,
chat
not
about?
really. I was very surprised when I got a call. I was in Jackson at work.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you gotta give me an hour to get there.
Oh.
But, you know, I'm me, and nobody can get in my mind.
Well-
That's the way it's always been.
Well, thank you for coming back from work.
You know,
Thank you, sir.
Okay, and sir, is there anything about the coverage that you saw or the conversations that you had that would cause you not to be able to be fair and impartial if you were asked to join the jury and start deliberating today?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Thank you for your time, sir. Okay, Ms. Wise, Ms. Shardy, I don't know if you want to have any conversation off the record at
Yes.
this point. I did not ask juror 2 the question about ability to be impartial. Would you like me to bring him back up and ask that question?
I think so, yes, please.
Okay,
Yes, and then I do think we need to speak privately.
Okay.
Thank you.
we bring juror 2 back up.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you for coming back, sir. I have one other question to ask at this point, and that is there anything about the conversations that you've had between yesterday and today that would cause you not to be able to be fair or impartial if you were asked to join the jury and start deliberating today? Okay. Ms. Wise, anything else you want to follow up on?
No, thank you.
Shardy?
No, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, sir. You can go back downstairs. And we will take a recess and council can come back to chambers.